did the head kicks, game jump, and technical. I didn't go more deeply in the when you ask for your own player or for the opponents, but same, you can see the head kick, it's more or less 50%. So when you request for head kick, you have 50% chance to get it right. But game jump is much more challenging because the ratio it's 76 rejected and 15 accepted. So this same, you're a specialist, you make just data, then you can make your own analysis about what you should ask, when, how, and same for the video jury, what they did, what they accept. So it's, I think it's overall data to understand the request. And then the technical, it's 9.8, so it's very small compared to the head kick and the game jump. For this? Yes, but I needed to summarize more to make it. But yes, if you're interested, we can divide it even more and share it by email or whatever. And then this is the IVR by type of request. So you can see you have all head kick crossing the line. So all different kind of requests the coach can challenge. And then you see same head kick is very big. And the biggest one as well is grabbing. And then all the different data are spread between crossing the boundary line, attacking the falling opponents. I think if you look at Tokyo cycle, the data, because you couldn't request for head kick or face kick, the data will be completely different. And then you will have more distribution between the game jump. But since the head kick was reintroduced for video replay, I think the biggest benefit for the coach is to get 3 points or 4 or 5. So there is very, very big gap. So yeah, so you can see the data by yourself. Yes, so what I did here, it's not in this table, technical, rejected by CR, timing, no, it's not here, but yes, same, I got the data, because what I did to get this data, I do it manually. So when you look at body kick, head kick, this is coming from OVR, but this data, I took all the IVR sheet one by one and I filled the table after the qualification to make sure we have very accurate results. Because if you, from OVR, maybe sometimes they skip 1 or 2 requests, depending if you have one issue in the system and the network. But this was collected. But I have the data also, how many times it was requested by CR or center referee. I can, after presentation, I can open my Excel file, my working file. And then to come to this result book. So result book, I don't know if you heard about it or if you saw it somewhere. So this is coming from the games. So result book is a book including all the printable outputs from the OVR, from the entries, entries by weight category, by NOC, by whatever, the draw sheets, the contest result, competition statistics. So there is a long list of official outputs which are provided after the competition. So they did it in Olympic Games, but we start doing it since 2018 for World Taekwondo promoted, and now we try to push to get it for every competition. So by next year, we will try to make it public. And same, when the mobile application will come, you can download also the book and see through the interface, but it's under construction. I can show you after how it looks, even now. So this is the result book, for example, from Yeah. This is the result book from Guadalajara as example. So you can see all the different documents. This is the number of entry by NOC. So you have plenty of data. So everything is standardized and you get always the same. So this is from World Taekwondo. I can show you the Olympic one later. But, and for example, so this is the contest result. So every match, we got all this data with the name of the referees and the number of techniques, also the result by round and everything. And for example, other data. Okay, medal standing. Yeah, this one. So this one is the competition statistics. So this is the part where I extract the data for the PowerPoint. So you can see we count the, you know what is the winning code, referees and coaches. So about the match, we have, for example, since the best of 3, we have mostly PTF, which is final score. So this data is not really interesting because most of the match is PTF. You see there is very few withdraw, few disqualification, DQB mostly in para, but in Olympic side not really. And RSC there is very few because everyone is strong, so there is no big KO. But the second part is more interesting. This is the round winning code. So this was introduced when we start the best of 3. So then you can see about final score. So it's when you finish the match with, I don't know, 2-0 or 2-1. But then you have the superiority, the point gap, punitive, same RSC, DQB, and withdraw. So all these data are more interesting because we see the match 41 and it's still consistent. But the other one, for analysis, it's, I think, much more precise. Then you can go down, you have the kits. So same, this is the summary I did in simple. The punches, the penalties, game jump, number of game jump, and also the IVR, accepted, rejected. I found few difference between the contest result from the qualification and the IVR sheet. So reason why I collected it manually. I had the 3-4 video replay difference. So it was better to show accurate data. Let's go back. Okay. So third part, IVR at Paris 2024. So same I explained before. So 4D replay as a main system, and we bring also the WT system as backup. So I think yesterday you saw the field of play plan. So we have a technical table this time, not like Tokyo, where the technical and operation table was mixed together. So we will have the 4D replay and the backup. So the referees, if for example, I hope no, but if the 4D replay is not working, then the referee can switch directly to the other replay. So which will include 8 cameras. So will be much better than in our competition, but Olympic is 1 mat. So anytime something is not working, you can switch without standing up like in Tokyo and to check the second system. Then we avoid, because if you ask, for example, in semi-final or final, it's very important to get the video. Because if we lose it, technical issue doesn't really look good at Olympic Games. Same, the system is providing the video. So when there is a protest or when CSB or the TD want to review anything, during the competition, we already cut and edit all the videos. So anytime they can take the video and watch it on their computer. So we do it during our promoted event as well. But in Olympics, it's the same. So they will have computer connected with the server, and anytime they can drag and drop one video to analyze about refereeing, about any protest, or so it's kind of quick process. No need to go and to look for the video. So done. Any question about IVR in Paris, no? Okay, you will see the system, the 4D at the venue, and also the backup. So we bring the two systems. So if you want to touch, to play with at least with the WT system, you can feel free to do it. Yeah, this is just a feedback. So this time, because as World Taekwondo, we have promoted event and recognized event. So during our promoted event, we can enforce anything we want, but not during recognized event. But what we try to do for Olympic qualification tournaments was to bring WT IVR to get consistency between the qualifications. So not to get local system in Africa or local system in Europe, or so we really try to keep it consistent, to give the best possibilities to referees and to coach to have something good. So same, just we use 3 cameras plus the scoreboard because we are limited in terms of equipment. If we could put 8 every match would be good, but it's not the case right now. Full HD 60p. So 60p is the number of frames per second. So 60p is good because during the qualification, when you saw it was not, the previous system was a bit choppy, but this one is quite very smooth. So it's the system we're going to use for the next cycle for Taekwondo event. And same, everything is interconnected between OVR, PSS, IVR. So when they start the match, the record starts automatically. We have the last IVR different data. So same, this is interconnected. And then we switch to the video replay as Paris, but I re-explain what I explained before. So the backup system will include a 6 angle plus scoreboard plus the OBS final feed, which is the production. OBS, they have very nice replay after the action, before they record, but after, when they replay, wow, the quality is amazing. So reason why we get also this feed, and then we store it. We keep backup all the videos and the system. So everything is synchronized, and the output is sent to the 4D replay, and the backup are sent to the PDPs, to the big screen, to a very good view. So we will not see in the small scoreboard, but in the giant screen. So this is a quick presentation about IVR system. So it's the new system we implemented. So you have one controller to select the cameras. You can see if you have the record is, if the record, the video is recording. This you can see in details at the venue. And we have one controller, jog and shuttle. So one is for fast backward, fast forward, and one is for frame by frame. So the record, it's easy, it's the 2 buttons. So we have the IVR record, which record the 4 angles, but also the VOD. VOD is the video we put on YouTube, is also the video that the CSB and TD are using for analysis. So then referee must be sure, that both are recording. Then the replay is pretty easy. When the coach requests video replay, you press one button, and then you go directly in this multi-view. So the idea is to be able to browse this multi-view and select the best angle. This, you use it during the qualification. So if you see all this quad screen, that means, for example, the best angle. Not sure, it's an example, but then it's very easy to identify. Then if you check on 1, switch to 2, switch to 3, which is usually very long. Then when you are in multi-view, you go to the camera 1, for example. You can zoom. We are working on the zoom, because I know this is, and then you can replay frame by frame, and then is done. So there, yes, we show. So I put this video. So this was in China during Olympic qualification. So this is the display on the giant screen. So you can see. So this one, for example, was the best angle. And then referee make decision and press live. Come back to live, And same, we implemented one feature is to last IVR, for example, there is a request, and then after 1 minute, you want to review the same video, you can press one button and it's replay automatically the last IVR on the system. And then it's done. So it's very simple to use. And thank you for your attention. Yeah, the question. Check this. What's my mouse? Yeah, I don't have internet here, so but it was to show the what Xenia asked before about how many times the. But this I can share it with you later on by email because it's on iCloud and I don't have internet. Yeah. So I think now we're gonna continue with Sir Kim for the IVR cases and. Yeah. Yes, same. The 4D since Tokyo, we asked them to implement the scoreboard synchronized with the video because it's very important for you, so they can synchronize with the timing. I discussed with them yesterday, so everything is ready. They are recording in their system and they fully synchronize at the frame the video and the scoreboard. And the backup, yes, we have different multi-view. So whatever is the camera, you can check, especially now because the last 10 seconds is not 1 second by 1 second, it's by medium. So it's very important to synchronize because if you see 55 and 42, it doesn't look good on the big giant screen. So everything should be fully synchronized. No question? Okay, so maybe you can make a small break and then we'll follow with Mr. Sonchul Kim with video presentation and case presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, coaches and referees. Good to see you. I'm going to talk about effective use of IVR. Some coaches, especially heat of the moment, they ask a wrong question. And we don't want you to lose your card because you're asking wrong questions. So this will be very important stuff for you guys. Objectives are to have clear understanding of IVR requests, what to ask, what to not ask, how to ask for the request, use of simple language. Okay, so you don't want to make it too complicated. Coach IVR request procedures. Coach must request IVR within 5 seconds of the action. Coach must stand up. That's the only time you can stand up. And raise your IVR card to request video replay. Please do not sit down when you request IVR. You need to get the referee's attention so we can stop the match immediately. So there's no unforeseen circumstances after. And please speak loudly, referee. Okay? You can either raise blue or red card, right? If sometimes there's a judges meeting, slightly before, slightly after, or same time, let's say you want to request technical points, 2 points, but same time judges stand up. They know they missed something, so they want to add. Then you can remain standing up. If judges' decision satisfy your request, then you may sit down. If you're not satisfied, you can still raise your card. But important thing here, remain standing. Okay? Please, you must speak English. Of course, the body language is accepted. Most, it's fine, no problem. Okay, you don't even have to say 3 or 5. Just say head kick. That's enough. Or no 감점. Simple. Your player receive a 감점, you can say no 감점. Once you stand up and request IVR and referee stop the match and go to you, you cannot change your mind. Oh, no, I don't want to. No, you stop the match, referee go to you, and you must give a card to the referee. Okay? So please raise your card wisely. Okay, so this is what you can ask for your own player. Technical issue with punch point. IVR must be requested for one of the cases below, when only one player punch and at least 2 judge press. If only one judge press, or sometimes one judge press both button, Chung and Hong, then it will be rejected. You must see the scoreboard and make sure 2 judge pressed. Okay? Or sometimes the both throwing punch, then this doesn't apply. Make sure that your athlete is only one throwing punch. First case is judge 1 press for Chung and judge 2 press for Hong, of course. And if there's only Chung is the throwing punch, then of course the judge need to fix this error. Judge 2 made a mistake, right? By pressing wrong button. But most cases, the referees will fix it. But if they don't, you believe 2 judge press, only one player throw the punch, you can request IVR. Technical issue with punch point, like this. Next one, judge 1 press for punch, and judge 2 press for technical. This is obvious, right? Because there's no turning kick. Third case, 2 judge press for the right color, but they miss scoring window. This case also, you can request, yes. The last one is 2 judge press for the wrong player. It should not happen, but it can happen. Then you can request IVR. This one, we made these rules because sometimes judges, they made a mistake and they don't fix. So you have a chance to request for this. So they are more careful about pressing buttons. If they made a mistake, they should fix it. Technical points. IVR may be requested for adding technical points. You can just say, I want technical point, or 2 points. Turning kick does not score, and only your player falls down. Center referee give kamcheon for falling down. Coach requests IVR for technical points. IVR is accepted. The center referee will give 2 technical points, and kamcheon for falling down must be invalidated because you score 4 points, right? So the kamcheon will be removed for falling down. If center referee doesn't do that, you can request IVR also. Head kick. Nowadays, about 80% of request is head kick. You can simply say, I want head kick, or just touch your head. You don't have to say 3 or 5. Yes, even though you ask for 5 points, if it's only 3, review jury will award 3 points, and then card will be returned to you. Okay? We don't want to make it too complicated. When coach requests IVR for head kick, review jury checks permitted foot technique to the scoring area. Like I said yesterday, below the ankle bone, touching the strap, including strap of the headgear and above, entire head, front part or back part. If, be careful this one, sometimes we have this case, center referee give kamcheon prior to head kick, possible head kick for grabbing, and then you request head kick, of course it will be rejected because any point following prohibited act must be invalidated. So some coaches request still the kamcheon was given for grabbing, and you cannot, we cannot accept this one. So please be careful. Yes. Even if center referee doesn't give a kamcheon for grabbing, review jury must accept the request, even though it's ugly monkey kick, whatever, to the head. And of course, if this happens to us, I'll have a meeting with the referee. But it should not happen, yes. Okay. I know what you mean, yes. Right, referees? It's not going to happen, right? Clear grabbing and monkey kick, and you don't give a kamcheon, and coach requests IVR, and you award 3 points. It's bad, right? Also for review jury. Or sometimes you're not going to give kamcheon, and then you look, coach requests IVR, and then you give kamcheon after. That's also bad. Don't do that. Okay? Okay? Center referee give kamchon for grabbing. Head kick followed, but does not score. That's just what I mentioned. Coach requests IVR for head kick. If usually sees in the video, the center referee gave kamchon for grabbing prior to the kick. The request will be rejected. Anybody have a water? I went to hiking this morning. Very thirsty. Thank you. So when coach requests IVR for head kick, revisory checks not based on impact, only check for contact. If there's a touch, made a contact, well, IVR will be accepted. If there's no contact, it will be rejected. So this one, center referee give kamchon for grabbing, head kick followed, but does not score. Coach requests IVR to invalidate kamchon because there's no grabbing. And for head kick, because these actions are connected, you can ask. If there's no kamchon will be invalidated. And if there's a head kick, possible head kick was connected, then request will be accepted. And you get 3 points or 5 points. Okay? But this never happens. But it may happen. Turning kick to the head does not score. Turning kick to the head, 5 points. A player falls down. Center referee does wave up sign. Coach requests IVR for head kick. IVR is accepted, 5 points. Kamchon must be given to the opponent for falling down. If I score 5 points, I will not get kamchon for falling down, but opponent will get a kamchon for falling down. Okay? Yes. 2 head kick in one related action. This also rarely happens because improved head PSS as well since beginning. Coach request for 2 head kicks as it was 2 hits. You believe there's a two touch. This is a valid request. If only 1 kick makes the contact, then point will be added for that kick. Okay, the one of them made a contact, so add 3 points or 5 points. But request will be rejected because you asked for 2, only 1 is correct. Of course, if 2 is correct, 3, then IVR will be accepted. The card will be returned to you. So you can ask up to 2 head kicks. Has to be back to back. Okay? Yes. Points related. Point scored before kamchon. Sometimes, I think it happened in Grand Slam. You request IVR. It was good. Actually, center referee gave kamchon for grabbing and invited 2 points. But this point scored before, and then grabbing happened after. So the coach request IVR. Point scored before grabbing. You check, scored, and then grabbing happened after. It was accepted. Then 2 points will be returned to you. This can happen too. Okay, so you can say point scored before kamchon. Yes. Coach Kim, do you remember? Yes, you did. Yes. If point scored after kamchon, the request will be rejected. Stefan, you remember? Kamchon? Okay, good. So the cases I'm talking about actually happened in real competition. So that's why I'm giving you a reminder. It can happen to anyone, yes. course, the point score after kamchom, the request will be rejected. Invalidation of kamchom. Well, you can say simply no kamchom. That's fine. Coach can request invalidate any kamchom given to your own player. Any kamchom. You can request. Invalidate kamchom or no kamchom. That's fine. No need to give explanation. No kamchom is good enough. Example, no kamchom and give 2 points back. You don't need to say the points. If there's a point scored, and then point was invalidated following by kamchom, and you request invalidation of kamchom because they are connected, so review jury will invalidate kamchom and advise center referee to give back 2 points. But you can say, if you like, to emphasize, that's no problem. When center referee gives 2 consecutive kamchom, coach may ask to invalidate both kamchoms. Let's say grabbing, and then center referee to the palyo, he didn't care, he kicked. So center referee gives kamchom for grabbing, another kamchom for attacking up the palyo. You believe there's no grabbing, it's not attacking up the palyo, you can request to invalidate both kamchoms. So you can say no kamchom for grabbing, no kamchom for attack after kalyo. It's not necessary to ask for points back. The jury will check if points also need to be given back and inform center referee accordingly. If both are correct, then request will be accepted, IVR card will be returned, and kamchoms will be invalidated. If one is correct, one is wrong, then one kamchom will be invalidated and card will not be returned to you. Just like 2 head kick. Same thing. Yes. Yes? You accept the request and return the card to the coach. Yeah. So they don't actually need to say about the points, but if they say, that's okay. Yeah, we don't have to be too harsh on the coach. We want to make it very comfortable for the coach. Yes. The IVR, we made IVR to make correct decisions. Okay, so use your common sense sometimes. If this never happened to me before, because when I was in Olympic Games, in the final match, London, I just prayed myself, don't let me experience something that I never experienced before. Yes, I think coach will be the same thing, right? Yes. But if you manage with confidence, with knowledge, with the right timing, you'll be fine. Like Dr. Cho said, you are the best 26 in the world. That's why you are here, right? Yes. And the best coaches in the world, 62, I believe. Jaekyung, the 62? The coaches, Olympic coaches? Around there? Okay, that's okay. So 60 plus 2. NOC, okay. So, yes. So some coaches knows the rule better than referees. You know, Coach Che, this is 6 Olympic Games? 6 Olympic Games. Yes. So this one, I think that's the record. Yes. Kamchom given to the wrong player. Please, coach, remember this. Yes. This only applies when one of the player crossing the boundary line or falling down. This must happen. One of the player has to cross the boundary line or fall down. When there's a crossing the boundary line or falling down, someone must receive a kamcham. Example 1, my player received a kamcham for crossing boundary line, but it was because of pushing, clear pushing. It is not necessary to ask about the points. Review jury will check if any points related need to be invalidated or given back. Okay, so again, you don't really need to say about the points. Your player received a kamcham for crossing boundary line, but you believe there was a clear pushing. Then you can say, kamcham given to the wrong player. That's it, because push. Or you can say, no kamcham because of push, like this. Is good enough. If it's correct, your kamcham for crossing boundary line will be invalidated, and opponent will receive a kamcham for pushing. Yes? Yes. So it's good to say kamcham given to the wrong player. That's a very good sentence. My player received a kamcham for falling down. Another example, this happens, but it was because of grabbing or hooking the leg. That's why my player fell down. And you can say kamcham given to the wrong player. Review jury will check if any points related need to be invalidated or given back. Okay? So my player fall down. So your player receive a kamcham for falling down. You can ask referee, video play, and then kamcham given to the wrong player. My player fall down because of grabbing. If it's correct, your falling down kamcham will be invalidated. Opponent will receive a kamcham for grabbing. Okay? Yes. Or another example, no pushing kamcham for my player because the opponent crossed the boundary line by himself or herself, not because of push. You can also say that. So no kicking below the waist, kamcham, for my player because the other player falling down on her own. Okay? This is a kamcham given to the wrong player. Technical issue. Test PSS. First round, if you think there's something wrong with the PSS, you can request IVR. Just simply video play and you say test. Just say test to the referee. We're not going to take your card. We're going to use referee's card, first round, okay? Referee simply will go to the center and raise your card, just say test. You don't even need to go to the review jury. Just speak out loud to save time, test. From second and third round, coach's card. You must have a card to request the PSS test. If test is okay, IVR card will be rejected and kamcham, your player will receive a kamcham for misconduct from second round and beyond. Okay? Yes? With 태도? Okay. Uh-huh. Mm. Mm. Sure, sure, sure. I hear you. Yes. In America, Pan Am. Mm, mm. Okay. So we'll make sure it doesn't happen in our events. Yeah. Mm. Because of all the equipment, right? Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So everybody, please, when you request the test from second round and beyond, you must have IVR card. Okay. If you are not right, you will receive a kamcham, and IVR card will be rejected. You'll lose your card. Phantom points, or we can call it ghost points. Example, no 6 points, phantom points. Coach may ask for phantom points to be invalidated if there is no action, no contact. So I guess this kind of thing happened with the world equipment as well, right? Without touching, the point can score. Then you can ask for the phantom points. Example 2, no 3 points, phantom points. Chung does a turning kick to the body and he scores. His foot also touches the head and he scores. The action is 7 points total. 4 points for the turning kick to the body and then 3 points for the head kick. This is not considered as phantom points because 2 touch. 1 here and 1 here, like this. So 7 points can score with 1 kick. But actually it's 2 different touch, 1, 2. So this one is not a phantom points. It happens. Very rarely, but it happens. It's not necessary to specify how many points. Review jury will check accuracy of the points. Time management. Example, time did not stop. Referee declared kalyo, but time did not stop. But this also, all the referees, officiating referees, review jury, judge 1, 2, center referee, they will keep their eye on it. If this happens, they will stop the match immediately. And you also, as a coach, you can request. So you don't have to say how many time, 5 seconds or 6 seconds. Review jury will check the accuracy of time. Okay. Scoreboard entry. Kamcham recorded to the wrong player. Opponent receive a kamcham for grabbing, but actually your player receive a kamcham. The operator give kamcham to the wrong player. It can happen. Yes. And this also you can request IVR for this kind of case. Kamcham did not record. Opponent received a kamcham, but operator did not put the kamcham. This case also, you can request IVR. Review jury will check if entries are recorded correctly. Center referee did 8 counts, but no IVR for head PSS points. Center referee did 8 counts, point did not register by PSS. And center referee did not do IVR. From permitted technique to the scoring area. If center referee fails to do IVR request after the count, coach may request for this. You counted, but no points scored by head PSS. It is not necessary to say how many points. Review jury will verify. If points are already scored, your card will be rejected. Other cases, the card will be returned to you. Because it's the job of center referee and corner judges. They didn't do that. Okay. Only time the request will be rejected is point already scored by PSS. Coach can request IVR to the opponent for these cases. 감점. Only four cases. Okay? Not every 감점. 감점 for opponent can only be asked for one of the following. Falling down, you must memorize this one. Crossing the boundary line, give 감점 to the opponent. Attack after 칼력. Attack fallen opponent. Those four cases. Example, give 감점 for falling down. It's not necessary to ask about invalidating points. The review jury will check if any points need to be invalidated. Give 감점 for crossing boundary line and remove 2 points. So, like I mentioned, I think Aga's question, if review jury see that there is a crossing boundary line, however, the 2 points are scored before, the request for the 감점 will be accepted. The IVR card will be returned. Okay? Yes. But the 2 points will not be invalidated. Invalidation of points. 감점 was given and points scored after 감점. Example, you give 감점 for grabbing, but forgot to remove 3 points. There's a grabbing and 3 point score after. But referee only gave 감점 for grabbing and did not invalidate 3 points. Then coach can request IVR. You forgot to invalidate 3 points. But this one also, the corner judges can advise center referee to invalidate 3 points if it's scored after 감점. Invalidation of technical points. Technical points. IVR may be requested for invalidating technical points. Example, no technical points. You can say no 2 points. Like spinning kick, missed, but boom, quickly. So it should be only 3 points, but you believe there's a 5 point score. So you can ask also to the opponent, invalidation. It should be only 3 points, not 5. You can ask that. Yes. You can ask to add technical point to your player. You can ask to invalidate technical points to the opponent. Stefan, you okay? Praying? For center referee, last 5 seconds 감점 decisions. Especially when coach doesn't have a quota. Yes? Go back? Okay, sure. No problem. Here? Yes. We apply these rules because last 5 seconds, this can be game-changing, the winner-changing decision for crossing boundary line, or did player cross boundary line before time expired or after time expired. Sometimes center referee, very difficult to manage this situation. That's why they can request IVR for this. But if there's a big point difference, don't really need. All this is fifth 감점, those cases is very important, right? So I think the referees use this correctly and then help to make correct decisions, okay? In the last 5 seconds of any round, the center referee may request IVR to determine 감점 decision. For falling down, crossing the boundary line, attack after 갈려, attack the fallen opponent. Just like what you can ask to opponent to give 감점, same. Any points scored after private act will be invalidated as well. Revisory shows accepted hand signal when the action is correct within time. 감점 will be given. So center referee asks, can you check if crossing boundary line happened within time or after time? If it's accepted, that means 감점 need to be given. If it's rejected, no need to give 감점. Dennis, you okay? You thinking? Okay. Good. Revisory shows reject hand signal when there is no need to give 감점. For falling down, crossing boundary line, revisory will inform center referee what 감점 will be given to which player. Okay? In the last 2 seconds of the round, Hong crossed the boundary line. Center referee asks IVR for last action to see if Hong crossed the boundary line. IVR shows that Chung was clearly pushing, right? Clearly pushing from the video. Revisory will call and inform center referee the 감점 should be given to Chung for pushing. This is possible from the revisory. Center referee will give a 감점 to Chung for pushing because Chung pushed. In the last 3 seconds of the round, Chung fall down. Center referee asks for IVR for last action to see if Chung fall down. IVR shows that Hong was clearly grabbing the leg and caused Chung to fall down. The revisory will call and inform center referee that 감점 should be given to Hong for grabbing. We can do that. So center referee will give 감점 to Hong for grabbing. Pretending injury. 8 or 10 counts, but no PSS score. Center referee can request pretending injury. Sometimes the punch happened, but center referee could not see whether punch was on the face or on the hogu. And then player is down holding the face. In this case, center referee can request IVR to check if player is pretending or actually punch was on the face. If it's clearly on the face, the opponent will receive a 감점 for punching to the face. If it's not, if punch was on the committed area, yes, on the hogu, but he's pretending that this player will receive a one 감점 for falling down, another 감점 for pretending. Yes. So be careful with this. Yes. Technical issue. PSS test, first round, phantom points, scoreboard entry issue, time issues. You can do that from center referee, okay? Through center referee. Corner judge can request this through center referee as well. If you see something is not right, fix it immediately. Don't wait. Oh, maybe I should not interrupt. No. Should interrupt. Make correct decisions. Okay, Daniel? Okay, good. Corner judges. Technical points. In any time of the round, any of the corner judge can request IVR for adding or removing technical points. Removing also. Okay? You believe, you press because it happens so quickly, but you have a doubt. Maybe this is not technical. You can ask to check IVR. Okay? If only need one judge, oh, maybe this is not technical, but both of you pressed. But if you have a doubt, hands up, and through center referee, you can request. Or adding technical points as well. If you miss technical, and only one say 2, and the other one say no, then you can also check. If one is sure this is technical, you should check. Okay? Because we'll always have a problem when coach has no quota, right? And these 2 points change the outcome of the winner. Then we have a big problem, especially in the Olympic Games. Think about that. I don't even want to think about this. Right? Okay. IVR request. The match will resume from where the center referee last declared Kalyo. Okay. So we always bring the player back to, especially if it's near the boundary line. If it's around the center area, we don't care. Okay? We request IVR and we're putting the player back to original position and resume from there. So, thank you so much. Any questions? Coaches? Very good. Thank you so much. Yes. Dr. John, you have? Afternoon? Oh,